Okay, students, I hope you have gone through with the previous videos in terms of concentration terms, that is molarity, normality, etc. So today we'll be doing with numericals. We'll be doing some of the solved numericals. We'll solve them. We'll see how we solve the numericals, and then I'll be giving you a few numericals to solve in your copy. Now, those who have already got their textbooks, it is advisable you solve all the numericals that are there in the review questions. And those of you who have not yet got the textbook, I'll be alongside sending a PDF along with the video. You please go through with those numericals and solve them. Okay, we start with a few numericals. We'll see how to solve these questions. The first numerical: what is the concentration of sugar in moles per liter if its 20 gram are dissolved in enough water to make a final volume up to 2 liters? Once again, what is the concentration of sugar? The formula for sugar is C12H22O11 in moles per liter if its 20 grams are dissolved in enough water to make a final volume up to 2 liters. Now, we need to find out the concentration in moles per liter. Moles per liter means number of moles per liter. That means if we know the molarity is what? Number of moles of the solute dissolved per liter of the solution. So, if we know the molarity, we will be able to calculate, or we will be able to understand what is the concentration of sugar. So, to know the molarity of a particular solution, what is the formula? Molarity is equal to number of moles by volume in liters. The volume is given already in liters as 2 liters. Okay, so number of moles. Now, number of moles, how to calculate? You have already done that earlier. We know the strength or the mass of the given sugar here, that is 20 grams. Okay, and what is the molecular mass of sugar? Formula is given as C12H22O11. So, the molecular mass of sugar would be 12 into 12, because I have 12 carbons, plus 1 into 22 plus 11 into 16 in terms of its molecular mass. That will come out to be 342 grams per mole. Okay, so that is in terms of, let me take this mole out of this. Okay, that will come out to be, the gram molecular mass will come out to be 342. Now, mass is given as 20 grams and molar mass of sugar is given as 342. That is what we have calculated. So, number of moles, that is N value, would be 20 divided by 342. And that value divided by volume in liters, which is given as 2, would be your molarity. And molarity I have written as M, which means it is this many moles per liter. Okay, so mass of the given sugar sample, that is 20 grams. Molar mass is 342. So, molarity is 20 divided by 342 into 2, that is coming out to be 0.0292 as molarity. Okay, next we have another question. Second question: calculate the molarity of a solution of ethanol. Ethanol is also called ethyl alcohol in water, in which the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.040. Once again, calculate the molarity of solution of ethanol in water, in which the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.040. Mole fraction of ethanol means X ethanol is equal to 0.040. And what is mole fraction? Number of moles of ethanol by the total number of moles would be the mole fraction of ethanol. So, if N2 we consider in terms of ethanol, that is N2 is the moles of ethanol, N1 let it be the moles of water. So, total number of moles would be what? N1 plus N2. And mole fraction of ethanol is given by the number of moles of that particular component divided by the total number of moles in the solution. So number of moles of ethanol, N2, divided by N1 plus N2. Now my dear children, it's very important that you should know one thing. Like for your board papers, whenever you are writing down your exam in terms of your board papers, or even in school, or then you should first write down the formula, substitute the formula, and then do your calculations. The reason being, you have marks allotted for the formula, you have marks allotted for substitutions, you have marks allotted for units. So it is very important that whenever you are doing numericals, it is advisable you write down the formula, substitute the formula, and then you do your calculations. Okay, so the mole fraction of ethanol, N2 by N1 plus N2. Now in that solution, what was given in the question? The question said that the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.040. Now 0.040 is a very, very, very small amount in comparison to 1 liter of the solution. Right? So that means if I have 1 liter, only 0.0 gram, 1 liter of water, only 0.040 amount of it is ethanol. It's very less. So I can say N1 plus N2. N1 is for water, N2 is for ethanol. The amount of ethanol in terms of that fraction is very less. So automatically we can say we can neglect that ethanol, that is N2 value. So N1 plus N2 would almost be equal to N1. So since the solution is very dilute, 1 liter of the solution is almost equal to that 1 liter of water only, because ethanol amount is very less. So if I consider it in that way, assuming it like that, what would be the number of moles of water? Amount is given 1000 grams. 1 liter is how much? Okay, so you have 1000 grams of water. In that 1000 grams of water, 18 gram, because it's a fraction I'm talking about. Okay, 18 grams is your molecular mass. So what would be number of moles? Number of moles would be 1000 by 18. That will come out to be 55.5 moles. Okay. Now 55.5 moles is water, N1. N2 is given to be, in mole fraction is given to be 0.040. I have to calculate the molarity of water, of ethanol, of that particular solution. Okay, now 0.040 is equal to N2 by 55.5 plus N2. Okay, so calculating, substituting it, what will we get? N2 is equal to 2.31 moles. Okay, so that means what? 1000 ml of water contains 2.31 moles of ethanol. So what is its molarity? 2.31. Okay, so that is the second question. When we go on to another example, calculate the concentration of nitric acid in moles per liter. This is moles per liter in a sample which has density 1.41 gram mole per liter and the mass percent of nitric acid in it being 69%. Read the question once again. Calculate the concentration of nitric acid in moles per liter in a sample which has density 1.41 and the mass percent of nitric acid in it being 69%. Now, mass percent is 69. That means what? In 100 grams of nitric acid, 69 grams of nitric acid by mass is present. 100 gram of nitric acid solution, okay, contains 69 gram of nitric acid by mass. Okay, that is the meaning of mass percent. And molar mass of nitric acid is, we can calculate HNO3. So on calculating, you will get it as 63. So we have 63 in terms of its molar mass. Okay, so 63 is its mass. 69 grams out of 100 gram solution of nitric acid, 69 is nitric acid by mass. So number of moles in 69 grams would be how much? Number of moles of nitric acid in 69 grams would be what? 69 is the amount given, that is your mass by its molar mass. So 69 by 63, that is 1.095 moles. Okay, so we have calculated the number of moles of nitric acid in 69 gram. Okay, so that comes out to be 1.095 moles. Now we know volume is your we have taken it as 69%, so that means 100 gram is your solution. So volume of 100 gram nitric acid solution would be what? Volume is equal to what in terms of density? 100 by the density given, 1.41. So in terms of mass by density would be your volume. So you have 100 by 1.41, that come out to be volume, will come out to be 70.92 ml. Okay, now 70.92 ml means, again to convert it into liters, means 0.07092 liters. So what would be the concentration in moles per liter? Moles we have already calculated. In liter we have calculated the volume. So number of in terms of moles divided by its volume in liters, the value comes out to be 15.44 m, that is its molarity. Okay, and molarity means what? Moles per liters. We have taken moles per liter. So to calculate the concentration, now what we did, we had been given mass percent, we calculated its volume. Okay, we calculated the number of moles, and then of course the molarity. Simple questions, all you have to do is use the formula. Another question. 3.92 gram H2SO4 is dissolved in 200 gram water. H2SO4 and sulfuric acid. Calculate the molality of the solution. Once again, 3.92 gram H2SO4 is dissolved in 200 gram water. Calculate the molality of the solution. Now, amount of H2SO4 in 200 gram water is 3.92. Therefore, what will be the amount of H2SO4 in 1000 gram? Unitary method, 3.92 by 200 into 1000, that will come out to be 19.60. And what does molality say? Molality says number of moles per kg. Right? So molar mass I know is 98. So I can calculate the molality as 19.6 divided by its molar mass. That will come out to be 0.2 m. Okay, so molality is calculated in terms of the formula. If you remember in the video I had shown you different formulas how you can calculate things. So over here molality we have taken in terms of the amount of H2SO4 in 1000 gram. That means I have taken the 1 kg of the solvent. Okay, so the molality will come out to be 19.6 divided by 98 is the molar mass of sulfuric acid. So that come out to be 0.2 molar. That is m, small m. Okay, so that is in terms of molality. Another question. Calculate the normality of a solution obtained by dissolving 6.3 gram of hydrated oxalic acid in 250 ml of water. Oxalic acid is H2C2O4. Hydrated means 2H2O. So, calculate the normality of a solution obtained by dissolving 6.3 gram of hydrated oxalic acid in 250 ml of water. So, molecular mass of oxalic acid we can calculate using the formula given as 126. Now, I have to calculate normality, means I need to know the equivalent weight, because number of gram equivalence, in terms of number of gram equivalence, is what we are calculating normality. So first I have to find out equivalent weight, and equivalent weight of the acid means we have to take the basicity of the acid, and in this case the basicity of oxalic acid is 2, because I have 2 replaceable hydrogen ions. Okay, so what is the equivalent weight? Molecular mass by its basicity, that is 2. So 126 divided by 2, that is 63. So equivalent weight of oxalic acid is 63. What is the mass of oxalic acid dissolved in 250 ml as given in the question? That is 6.3. Okay, so equivalent weight is 63. Mass of oxalic acid dissolved in 250 ml is 6.3. Therefore, the mass of oxalic acid dissolved per liter would be what? 6.3 divided by 250 into 1000. Okay, so in 1 liter means 1000. In 250 ml it is, so I am converting it into liters. So you have 225.2 grams per liter. Now 25.2 grams per gram is in terms of your mass of oxalic acid. So 25.2 divided by its equivalent weight would be the number of gram equivalents, right? Because the strength given, that is your mass by its equivalent weight, would be the number of gram equivalents per liter. So 25.2 divided by 63 is its equivalent weight. So that will come out to be 0.4. And what is this 25.2 in terms of grams equivalent per liter? That will come to be, divided by its molecular mass, would be 0.4 gram equivalents per liter. So 0.4 gram equivalent per liter means number of gram equivalents per liter, that is normality. So 0.4 N. Okay, so mass of oxalic acid dissolved per liter is 0.4. That means this particular solution has what normality? It has got the normality of 0.4 N. Then another question. 20 ml of a solution of sulfuric acid containing 4.9 grams per liter required 20 ml of 0.1 NaOH solution. Calculate equivalent weight of H2SO4. Once again, 20 ml of a solution of sulfuric acid containing 4.9 grams per liter required 20 ml of 0.1 NaOH solution. Calculate equivalent weight of H2SO4. The strength of sulfuric acid is given 4.9 grams per liter. Now 20 ml of N1, that is normality, sulfuric acid neutralized, required, that the question says, neutralized 20 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH. I have to first find out, to find out the equivalent weight, I have to first find out the normality. So 20 ml of, let the normality of H2SO4 be N1. So 20 ml of that particular normal H2SO4, N1 H2SO4, required 20 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH. Let me write down over here. This is N. 0.1 normal NaOH. Okay, so using the normality equation, N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. We have N1, we have to calculate. 20 is your volume, 0.1 is N2, 20 is the volume. So what is N1? N1 is also 0.1. So what would be the normality? Normality is strength per liter by equivalent weight, right? And strength per liter by equivalent weight means equivalent weight would be as strength per liter by normality would be the equivalent weight. So what is the strength per liter taken? We have 44.9 grams per liter. So strength per liter is 4.9. And what is the normality that we calculated just now? That is 0.1. So 4.9 by 0.1, that is equal to 49. So what is the equivalent weight of sulfuric acid? That is 49. Are you clear with these different types of questions? Okay. So these are the different types of questions, but still I have a few more to show you. One more solved numerical. 20 ml of solution of sulfuric acid neutralized 21.2 ml of 3% solution of sodium carbonate. How much water should be added to each 100 ml of the solution to bring down its strength to decinormal? I hope you remember the terms decinormal, centinormal, semi-normal, etc. If not, please go to the previous video. You'll be able to understand what is a decinormal solution. Okay, so 20 ml of a solution of H2SO4 neutralized 21.2 ml of 3% solution of sodium carbonate. How much water should be added to each 100 ml of the solution to bring down its strength to decinormal? What's the equation? Sodium carbonate is reacting with sulfuric acid. So sodium carbonate reacts with sulfuric acid to give sodium sulfate, water and carbon dioxide. The mass of sodium carbonate, the molecular mass, Na2, so 23 into 2 plus 12 plus 3 into 16 and all, we get it to be 105.99. Here they have taken it as 22.99. You can take it in terms of 106. Instead of 105.99, you can take it, because if you take it as 23, it will come to be around 106. H2SO4 is 98, its molecular mass. Okay. Now, the amount of sodium carbonate present in 21.2 ml solution is, it's a 3% solution. Okay. So 3 by 100 into 21.2. So what is the amount of sodium carbonate present? 0.636 grams. Now 106 gram of Na2CO3 will react with 98 grams of H2SO4. So 6.636 grams of Na2, that is sodium carbonate, should react with how much H2SO4? Automatically 98 divided by 106 into 0.636, that will come to be 0.588 grams. Now 0.588 gram is the amount, that is the mass in terms of Na2CO3. Okay, that is W. If they use the equation, W is equal to NeV by 1000. The formula W is equal to NeV by 1000. So W over here would be 0.588 grams. Normality we have to find out. Equivalent weight of H2SO4 we already know, it is how much? 49. And then what is the volume over here? 20 ml. Now 20 ml means it has to be in liters, so it is divided by 1000. So how do you calculate N? N would come out to be 0.6 normal. Okay, so N would be 0.588 into 1000 divided by 49 into 20, that will come out to be 0.6. So normality of sulfuric acid is 0.6 normal. So these are a few solved questions. I hope you've understood the solved questions. Now before that, so normality we have seen, but your question says, so normality we calculated Na2 of H2SO4 as 0.6 normal. Okay, now your question says how much water should be added to each 100 ml of the solution to bring down its strength to decinormal. Now suppose V ml of water is required to bring down its normality to a decinormal, that is N by 10 solution. Okay, suppose V ml of water is required to be added to 100 ml to make it decinormal. Again using the normality equation, N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. Normality we had calculated it to be 0.6. V1 is 100 ml. By normality that I have to convert it to is decinormal solution. That means N by 10. N by 10 means 1 by 10 solution. Into what will be the volume? I have to add water to that much amount. Right? So 100 plus, let V ml be the water required. So volume is 100 plus V. So we have to calculate V. If we calculate V out here, we'll get it to be 500 ml. So the normality of the solution was calculated to be 0.6 normal in terms of sodium carbonate solution. And how much water was required to be added? 500 ml of water has to be required more, so that we get a decinormal solution. That is the question. Now I'm giving a few very easy and simple questions to solve. Do them, and then we'll be doing the correction part later. The first question, I'll just read it first. You may pause the video and write down the questions. The first one, which of the following has the highest molarity? 1. 4 gram of NaOH per 100 centimeter cube of water, or 4 gram of HCl per 100 centimeter cube of water, or 4 gram of H2SO4 per 100 centimeter cube of water. Which of the following has the highest molarity? Molarity. Among these three solutions, which one has the highest molarity? Second question, calculate the molarity of water if its density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Once again, calculate the molarity of water if its density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Third, calculate the normality of the solution obtained by mixing 10 ml of N by 5 HCl and 30 ml of N by 10 HCl. Once again, calculate the normality of the solution obtained by mixing 10 ml of N by 5 HCl and 30 ml of N by 10 HCl. Fourth, 25 centimeter cube of oxalic acid completely neutralized 0.064 gram of sodium hydroxide. What is the molarity of oxalic acid solution? So these are your questions. Do them in your copy.